Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the East Carolina press conference where they just eliminated Grand Canyon by a score of 6-2 to punch their ticket to the national title game tomorrow night against Penn State. The floor is open for questions.
Ryan, first off, congratulations. Magnificent performance tonight. It'd be very difficult to follow up a pitching performance like the one we saw yesterday. I thought that you approached your outing much different than he did. Can you talk a little bit about how you prepared for it and how you executed your outing? It's hard to draw some information from a 21 strikeout performance. How did you go about your outing today?
Well, I just wanted to make sure I pounded the zone early, just try to get ahead of hitters. I pitch a lot differently than Waldo does. He's really power pitcher style, where I like to mix a lot of different breaking balls and things like that. So I was really just trying to get ahead so I could let my stuff work and let the defense work behind me.
Dylan, question for you. Congratulations on that first inning double.
Appreciate it.
I thought that was a crucial part of the game. I thought that really took the heart out of Grand Canyon for quite a while. Tell us about the hit. Tell us about your approach there.
So Ben always tells us to have what's called an AP approach. So what I did was just watch the fastball in and just let it get in a little bit and just take it backside to the gaps. And luckily it fell and gave us 3 runs.
Coach Fox, congratulations. It wouldn't be an ECU game if there wasn't a rain delay.
That's right. Jeez.
This time it kind of worked where it took your momentum away a little bit, hitting there in the 3rd inning after you had the big first, scored again in the 2nd. What was your message to the guys in the locker room? How do you keep them fired up, keep that momentum going, coming back out after a 58-minute rain delay?
Well, they knew what was on the line. I didn't have to tell them too much, but we just talk all the time about focus, mental toughness. We preach it all the time, and after the rain delay, this time, it worked in their favor. It had worked in our favor a couple times, but it's tough. I'll be happy if I never see rain again, to be honest. But we just had to keep battling. They're a great baseball team. Grand Canyon's a really good baseball team. We knew they were going to battle us, and they did. And luckily for us, we were mentally tough enough to get it done tonight.
Ben, it's probably the 3rd or 4th game where you guys have hung up a big inning in the first inning, three or more runs in the first inning. Is that a staple of your team, or is that something that's just been happening as of recent?
Throughout this year, that has been a staple of our team. We've jumped on teams early in the first inning. We probably, out of all of our games, over half of them, we've had a 3 or 4 run first inning, which is big for us, man. Our guys come out of the gate, they're really ready to go. They're jacked up, and hopefully if it doesn't rain there, we could continue to do that. It kind of killed a little bit of the momentum, but I'm a big person in speaking it into existence, and we talked about it today. We talked about a lot of hits early in the game today, and it worked out for us, luckily.
Coach, could you speak to your preparation for this game and who Grand Canyon was going to put on the hill? They came with Van Metering. A lot of people thought that they'd come with McDonald, who they ended up bringing out of the pen. How did you prepare for either one of those, or were you prepared for one?
I actually thought they were going to go with the guy they went today. I don't want to butcher his last name. I thought they were going to go with him yesterday, and they surprised me with the lefty out of that hadn't thrown as many innings yesterday. So I figured that they would go with him, who they went with today, just because the other 2 guys had only had 3 days rest. I know the guy who closed the game. I'm not real sure what his name is. He's a good pitcher. He was their ace. I knew that he had only had 3 days rest. I knew the guy who they brought in second had only had 2 days rest. So, I figured that they would go with the guy they went with tonight. But we approach every game exactly the same. We have an approach at the plate, and we really stick to it and trust it. And, we weren't really necessarily preparing for who they were going to put on the mound. We were just preparing to execute, our game plan.
Ben, you guys got a rematch with Penn State tomorrow. You already saw them once, came short of that game. How are you going to approach that game? In general, what's going to be your game plan to attack that pretty solid defense and pitching staff that they have?
They've played great all tournament. They really have. They've played great defense. They've pitched well. We're going to attack it just like we attack every game. We're going to try to, get out early hopefully, but if not, we're going to have to be mentally tough enough to string together hits whenever they need be or execute small ball, whatever we need to do to score runs, we're going to have to do it. It's a national championship game, so, we got to lay all our heart out there on the line and battle till the end.
Ryan, today was your fourth game of the season, I believe, or of the tournament, I believe. Are you going to be the surprise starter tomorrow?
I don't think so, but if I need to go, I'll be ready.
Any further questions? Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Absolutely, thank you.